And what's up, guys? Welcome to Box to Box Football, and I'm back here again. Not with another special edition, but let's talk about the reigning, defending Premier League champions, Liverpool. And this season has been a bit of a mixed bag for them, as much as I think they're second in the table right now. Just went to Man City, their arch rivals, and got a decent point there. They've been doing well, but the biggest problem with Liverpool is that it seems that they just can't have a fully fit 11. Seeing Virgil van Dijk go out a few weeks ago and probably going to miss the rest of the season. Having Thiago Alcantara not really featured that much this season, and now Mo Salah. What was the word again?
He's contracted COVID.
Contracted COVID. Yeah. I was gonna try and sound cool. Contracted COVID. No, it just seems that Liverpool are just all over the shop right now. And Jurgen Klopp, as great of a manager he is, I'm not sure any manager can do anything about injuries. And it just seems like I'm not sure where Liverpool are going to end up this season. In the question I want to pose to Jack right now, with all these injuries, with all these problems going on, with players going down, can Liverpool make the top four this season?
It's definitely in doubt. And it's not because, it's not because this team at full strength aren't quite at it this year or they've got a hangover from the year before type thing. No. It's because of these injuries, like you said. Basically, a whole back line has been gouged. This signing that we were all so excited to see play, for whatever reason, having little knocks or troubles or not quite accustomed to playing for Liverpool yet. Ox out for another long period of time. Mo Salah then gets COVID. It's an absolute mess. I think what I'll say is I think they will still make top four. And I think the reason I say that is this very much is a team. And I think, you and I maybe disagree on this and have done over the past 18 months, but a lot of the players who play in this Liverpool side, they get the rub of being in this Jurgen Klopp system with this high work rate, and the idea being that you can basically play anybody in a lot of those positions, and as long as the team are acting out what Jurgen wants, they're still going to be able to get results. Now, are they going to be able to get results with a totally killed backline? Probably not. But do I think wins will go to losses? No. I think wins might go to draws. Draws might go to losses. But then with a couple players coming back, January transfer window is right round the corner. We've seen links to Milan Skriniar, Dayo Upamecano, who I think is also injured at the moment, which I thought was quite interesting. There might be a spend in the transfer market. I still think they're capable of making top four. I just don't know how easy it's going to be for them. And I think you and I spoke just before we started recording. The Christmas run of games is going to come up very, very fast. Especially with the Premier League rejecting 5 substitutes again. It will still only be 3. More players could go down injured. It's not out of the question.
Now, when me and Jack have done a few predictions this year on the Premier League, and both of our predictions had Liverpool winning the league. I still have Liverpool winning the league, but me looking at this whole situation, Liverpool can't constantly have these problems of having Trent Alexander-Arnol out. You have Joe Gomez going out. You have Fabinho going out. You have the best defender in the world, Virgil van Dijk, not going to play for the rest of the season. The only one of the Liverpool's regular backline that's fit right now is Andy Robertson, and we don't know what's going to happen. He just played 120 minutes for Scotland. Congratulations to them from getting into the Euros. But it's getting to a point right now where you're wondering is that will they have players coming fit throughout the whole season? And I don't think it's going to be like that. But it's not Liverpool's fault. The fact of the matter is that this is a season that every game is just so congested. You don't have time to rest. And as soon as Liverpool are going to be a team that's going to be on competing on all 4 fronts, on going for the league, Champions League. But the fact of the matter is that they're going to play they may play on a Saturday. They then may have a game on a Tuesday or Wednesday, and then after that, might have to play on a Sunday and Saturday again, constantly throughout Christmas. And you know what the Christmas schedule is like. And I'm not sure that they can really keep this up throughout the whole season.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. On top of that, once this season comes to an end, You then move to a 2021 international tournament straight away, followed the year after by another major international tournament. So you talk about players being burnt out and not having time to recover. This is going to be that all over. I'm not up to date with what's going to happen with Qatar and the World Cup, but I'm pretty sure that the tournament was going to be moved to a colder time of year.
Yeah, it's meant to be hosted in December time, first ever winter time World Cup.
So what's going to happen there then is I don't know whether it's going to be moved to the back end of 2022 or the front end of 2021. I'm not sure how they're going to do that. I would imagine the back end of 2022. But regardless, this amount of football without the rest, without being able to have the substitutes and turn players over, I will say this, I guess, James, is where we disagree. I don't think they'll win the league. It's too much to ask with the injuries in place. You and I both 100% agree a fully fit Liverpool team win this league. I wouldn't say massively convincingly, but convincingly enough that you might put some money on it. But I just think it's just been absolutely gouged. All I will say, we've seen what Diogo Jota has been capable of when he's come in. Minamino, I think, will now have more opportunities to play some football. There's a couple of players who aren't always starting players, but are in and around the starting 11. With the January transfer window, you never know what might happen. Jurgen Klopp is the best manager in the world right now. And there's a reason why his team plays such great football. And yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to put it past him. I'm not putting money on it. I don't feel confident. But if you forced me, I would say they'll still make top four, probably not champions this year. But like you said, it's not their fault.
The one thing I got from watching a lot of videos on like Liverpool players and in the way Jurgen Klopp describes his players, he calls his team and his players mentality giants. And this year, you are going to see Liverpool's mentality shown more than ever. If as a team they can come together and string up a couple wins here or there and stay in the title race and actually win the title, to me, this will be Jurgen Klopp's greatest accomplishment. Forget last season, them getting 99 points. If they can win the league this year with the amount of injuries and the amount of setbacks that like they have faced, I think that you're gonna have to stand there and really applaud them, like they're generally a world-class team.
I think you're absolutely right. I think the thing where I feel more sympathy and I feel more bad for Liverpool and Liverpool fans this past year and then this year as well. You're always going to have that coronavirus asterisk next to your victory. Now, it doesn't take away from it, but then again, it kind of does. And all I'm trying to say is, with everything so different, with no fans in the stadium, with the schedule being moved around a little bit, whenever they point to that victory that they had back then, it's not the same as being in Anfield with all the fans lifting the trophy and that great feeling, along with the matches that go along the way. You know, we just saw Man City play Liverpool. I don't know if that result is 1-1 if there are fans in the stadium. You know, it's those kind of things. It's the story of a season. It just doesn't match up with the end result of the season because of the coronavirus asterisk next to it.
And I'm so glad you mentioned that. You mentioned the fans. So we talk about the players being a setback, missing all their best players. But one of Liverpool's most valuable parts is going to Anfield and having them loud 45,000 fans screaming in your ear, singing "You'll never walk alone." Them also losing that part of the game now, it sets them back seriously, because teams coming to Anfield, I think, was before the pandemic. I think only one team came there and they were able to get a point, and that was Burnley. Usually teams come there, they ain't able to get nothing there. Teams are coming to Anfield now. West Ham went there the other day, and it wasn't for a dubious penalty gotten by Mo Salah. They might have got out winners there. I think it was Sheffield United went there. They end up taking the lead. I mean, the lead. Obviously, they didn't go on to win the game, but the fan factor is such a big part of that. But to miss that with the amount of players that they're missing, if they do end up pulling this off and winning the league this year, I just got to give them so much credit. But guys, Liverpool fans, Premier League fans, tell me what you think. Can Liverpool win a league? Can they even finish top four? Comment down below. Let us know what you think, guys. Thank you for watching. If you disagree, comment down below. Like, share, and subscribe. and we'll see you next time.